Excellency Mohammad Hamid Ansari, Vice President of India, His Sri Suresh Prabhu, Honorable Minister of Railways of India, Sri Manohar Lal Khattar, Honorable Chief Minister of Haryana, Sri M.J. Akbarji, Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure for me to be here with you all at this inauguration of the third edition of the Counter-Terrorism Conference organized by India Foundation. I would like to thank India Foundation for extending us the kind invitation and for hosting such an important conference. It is indeed an honor for me to speak before the distinguished participants representing policymakers, government leadership, scholars, security experts, law enforcement officials, diplomats, and others who have rich fund of knowledge, experience, and expertise in dealing with the menace of terrorism. Distinguished participants, terrorism in all its forms and manifestation is a serious global threat to humanity, irrespective of geographical boundaries. In today's globalized world, terrorism has become the greatest security concern to the international community, which is not confined to one country or one region or one continent. Terrorist activities are against fundamental values of liberty, humanity, freedom, and universal brotherhood. Terrorism not only causes loss of precious lives of innocent people, but also disrupts society's progress and country's development. It undermines the it undermines the overarching value of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam on which our civilization was founded. We have experienced grave consequences of terrorism in our region. As the number of terrorist outfits and their sophistication and technology grows, threats of terrorist attacks on any given day becomes all the more possible. In today's interconnected world, terrorism does not have boundary. Incidents of terrorist violence in our region over the past decades have made us vulnerable, and this calls for our united action in countering this menace. The activities of larger network of terrorist organizations at global scale and their reported expansion in the Asia-Pacific region provides us the region to be extra vigilant to counter the threats and to ensure the security of our people in the region. Terrorist networks are trying to spread their wings, but we must be able to nab them and dismantle them. Acts of terrorism cannot be condoned. No pretext, be it political, ideological, or any other, can justify such senseless and horrific acts. It is of utmost importance that law enforcing machineries in all countries cooperate and collaborate in identifying terrorists and defeating terrorism. We all must, in a united and undisturbed manner, demonstrate commitment at the highest level to stop terrorist acts and bring perpetrators to justice. Ladies and gentlemen, as the world is shrinking day by day due to technological advancement, especially in communications and mobility, we cannot protect our citizens unless we work together to strengthen our national, regional, and global security environment. In this age of inevitable interconnectedness, mobility of people around the world is a reality. Safety, security, and welfare of every individual is our common responsibility, humanity's common concern. Killings and brutality are today unacceptable acts that have to be condemned in the strongest possible terms and countered with all resolute measures. I recall with heavy heart that in 2004, 12 Nepali people seeking employment in Iraq were captured and brutally killed by terrorists. In 2016, 13 Nepalis were killed when a suicide bomber struck a minibus carrying Nepali security guards in Kabul. Such heartbreaking acts of terrorism have victimized thousands of innocent people in one way or other way within their national boundary as well as across the boundaries. The transitional the transnational nature of terrorism should be recognized and countered with national, regional, and global perspective and capabilities. Every country, therefore, should formulate counter-terrorism strategies by detecting the occurrences of radicalization, possible recruitment for foreign terrorist fighters, FTF, exploitation of internet and various social media platforms by terrorist organizations, misuse of borders, terrorist financing, and forced identity documents. Radicalization through social media is a rising threat. We need to enhance our capacity to monitor and counter such activities. These measures should be complemented by stringent legislative framework to deter and disrupt all types of terrorist activities. Between governments and law enforcement agencies, close coordination and cooperation must be ensured, including on intelligence and technology sharing to enhance counter-terrorism capability. Friends, needless to say, terrorism anywhere is a serious threat to peace, security, and development everywhere. Terrorism is a shared security concern, not only of the national authorities, but also of the international community. Nepal unequivocally condemns terrorism in all its forms and manifestations, wherever, whenever, and for whatever purposes it occurs, and whoever commits terrorist acts. Nepal calls for resolute international actions in the fight against terrorism. Nepal never allow her land to be exploited by any groups which try to carry out terrorist activities anywhere in our region or beyond. We have underscored time and again that terrorism should never be used as a means to achieve a goal. It is also important that we never allow propagation of terrorism in our region. As a member of the United Nations, SAARC, and BIMSTEC, Nepal has signed several international conventions on counter-terrorism, including on aircraft safety, maritime safety, against taking hostages, as well as the UN Security Council resolutions. Nepal remains fully committed to implementing them despite the constraints of resources and technical capabilities. In terms of national capability, Nepal has enhanced her security infrastructure, and the fully trained security personnel are prepared to meet the emerging security demands, including prevention of any form of terrorist attack. Nepal remains committed to work in concert with the international community in realizing the world free from the evils of terrorism. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident that the vast knowledge, expertise, and experience that the distinguished speakers and participants bring to this conference from all over the world would make it most engaging and enriching one. I am sure that this conference will have serious deliberations regarding the existing and future challenges posed by regional as well as global terrorism. It will assess information sharing capabilities and renew urgent calls for the promotion of regional and multilateral cooperation to combat larger dimension of threat posed by terrorism. Nepal will resolutely join hands with all countries in countering the scourge of senseless acts of terrorism. I am happy to have this excellent opportunity of participating with you all in the conference and wish it all success. I once again thank India Foundation for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with the distinguished audience. I would also like to thank the Government of India for its gracious hospitality and warm welcome. We look forward to very fruitful discussions ahead. Thank you very much.